guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiara, and in today's video we're going to be doing a foundation review. I'm going to be testing the brand new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. Super excited. This foundation actually launched a couple of weeks ago and it retails for $16 on Ulta and Colourpop, so you can get it either place. This foundation is dermatologist tested, oil-free, vegan. It's ideal for all skin types. And on the back, it just says it's a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting, medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. So it just sounds like a really nice foundation, especially for summer, something lightweight, hydrating. It is formulated with hyaluronic acid, which we know is a hydrator that supports like healthy looking skin. It has coconut water as well, which says it's known to support hydration and skin softness. So everything I'm reading screams hydration, moisture. So this is your standard 1 fluid ounce bottle and it is $16, so not too bad. I feel like that is more expensive for a drugstore foundation, but who knows, maybe it'll be really good. I purchased mine in the shade medium 110, so hopefully this matches me. My skin tone keeps fluctuating, like sometimes I'll be tan and then sometimes I won't be tan and then I'll be, tan again and then I'm not tan again. So hopefully this color matches me. So this is what the packaging looks like. So it's like a really nice plastic, basic, simple bottle. It does come with a pump, which I love. Let's just get into it. All right, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in just because I want you guys to be able to see how everything is going to look on the skin. So I did go ahead and put some moisturizer on my skin. I prepped today with just an SPF moisturizer because this foundation does not have SPF and it's super important to protect your skin. I think on one side I'm gonna go in with a sponge, and then on the other side I think we're just gonna go in with a foundation brush. So I just want to see which one gives better coverage and which one just kind of like makes the foundation look better on my skin, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with some primer, and for primer today I'm just gonna be using primers that I know work really well for my skin under any foundation. So of course gotta go in with my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I always talk about this primer because it is actually amazing. It makes my pores disappear. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this and put it just in my T-zone where I have the pores. I'm not capping. This is actually such a good primer. You guys need to try it out. They even have a mini one at Ulta and I think it's like $19, $19 or something like that, and that way you can try it first before you buy it. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This primer, it does have like a dewy finish, I guess, but it's more tacky than anything, so I feel like it really grabs my makeup and makes it stay on. She's thick. I think I'm just gonna do pump and a half. The texture of this is really weird. Like, I know it's not for everyone, but it is really tacky. I feel like honestly this is a really good dupe for the Milk Makeup one, the Hydro Grip Primer. Ooh, she's tacky. Tacky. I just realized I didn't have earrings in. I'm gonna go put some on really quick. I was feeling like I look like a boy without the earrings, and y'all ever feel like that? You feel like you look like a boy, especially with a slick back bun and no earrings? Girl, who are you? Okay, that's better. I'm gonna start off with one pump of the foundation. Let's see. Okay. It doesn't claim to be fragrance free, but I don't smell anything, so that's a good thing. This is what the foundation looks like. So it's very liquidy. Doesn't feel very thick or anything. I actually like the consistency of this. I'm gonna start with one pump all over my one pump all over my face. I'm hoping this color works because she's looking a little another. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with a sponge. Okay, she's a little orange. I probably need to go one shade lighter and even possibly like neutral in this foundation. Okay, so that is one side blended out with a sponge. I feel like I got a good medium coverage of this. So let me go ahead and blend out the other side with the brush really quick. This is just the Hourglass Foundation buffing brush. Yeah, so it didn't really cover the pimples on this side of my face. So I'm gonna go in with another half of a pump. And I think that I like what it looks like with the brush better, so I'm just going to apply the rest of it with the brush. I like the brush side. I think the brush side gives better coverage than the sponge, I think. Okay, so let's just ignore something. Obviously, my face is orange. I mean, look at comparison to my hands. But don't worry, I will make that work. I do like the finish of it. I feel like it just looks very dewy, glowy, just looks very healthy. Like, it's not overly shiny, but it's not matte. It just looks like really pretty skin. So it is kind of clinging to texture. That's the only thing that I don't really like. You know what? I need to blend her down. I need to take her down the neck, okay? Don't worry, the color is crazy, but I'm gonna be able to work with it. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I will be right back. All right, guys, so my makeup is on. I decided to do a nice little purple look that was inspired by my Lilac You A Lot palette. I don't know if you can see yeah, you can see the Lilac You A Lot palette. I really like this palette. I actually broke one while I was in the process of doing my eyeshadow, so that's not fun. I made sure to use products that I have good experiences with, that I use all of the time, so that nothing is different, nothing kind of makes the foundation look different. Everything worked beautifully on top, everything blended well, nothing was patchy, nothing balled up. I will say that the foundation does seem a little bit more matte because I've powdered it now, but I mean, that's just kind of, you know, how the cookie crumbles. I will say, as far as the texture goes, there's still a little bit of clinging to my texture. It's still not as smooth as it could be. This is what it's looking like up close. So as you can see, a little bit of texture here, and I know that it's being highlighted by the highlight that I put on, but it's just kind of clinging just a little bit. I think it's pretty, but it's not like the most flattering foundation I've ever worn. And then on my forehead, I mean, we just have, you know, it just actually just looks pretty normal on my forehead, but this is what everything is looking like up close. I guess I just want to see how everything looks like later on, like when the makeup is on, so there you go. Now you can see what everything looks like super up close and personal on my face. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what I've got to do today. It is 4 o'clock now, so I'll probably have the foundation on for a while so that I can see how this actually wears. But so far, I mean, it looks decent. It's not my favorite foundation I've ever worn, but maybe this will be one of the foundations that, like, throughout the day, it'll look prettier. I don't know. So I'm just gonna wear this foundation for the rest of the day, and then I'll be back in a little bit to give you guys my final thoughts and if I think the foundation is worth it or not. Alright guys, it has been a very long day. I am tired. I want to take my makeup off, so I have only had this makeup on for 6 hours, but exactly what I thought was going to happen, or I guess what I was hoping was going to happen, actually happened. I actually think the makeup looks better, and now that it's been on my skin, I'm actually like impressed with it. It's not like life-changing, but I think that this would be a really good foundation for if you're just getting into makeup, or if you want to try something, you know, a little bit more hydrating for the summer. Just a little rundown of the foundation. Everything is still on, like my bronzer, my blush, everything is still on, my highlight's still on. I do have a tiny bit of like creasing here in my smile lines, but that's normal for me. If you've got smile lines, the foundation is gonna crease, so it's nothing too bad. So I have a little bit of creasing, and I will say one thing. It does look a tiny bit heavier in my pore area than I'm used to. I mean, you guys already knew earlier that it adheres to texture, but in my pore area, I'm just noticing a little bit more texture as the day has gone on. It's kind of like the foundation like starts to move around and it starts to like condense together. I don't know if that makes sense. You guys see right in here? A little bit of texture happening, and then a little bit of creasing around my smile lines, but nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. For the 6.5 hour mark, I feel like I could totally keep wearing this. I would probably just touch up a little bit on my chin because I do get oily on my chin, and I feel like if I touch my chin, yeah, so if I touch my chin, you guys can't really see that, but there is a little bit of, like, it did take off a little bit of the makeup, so I would just need to like repowder that area and probably around my pore area, because I feel like I'm starting to see some oil wanting to come through. But I think that if you are normal to dry, this is going to be a phenomenal foundation for you. If you have oily skin, I would recommend using a mattifying primer, mattifying setting spray, something that's going to keep your oils at bay, because I don't think that this foundation is going to do it on its own. So do I like you? I think I like thank you. I think I'm gonna keep you. I think that you are, you know, a good little foundation. I want to keep trying it out with different products just to see if I can make it look any smoother than it looks right now. But yeah, after 6 to 6.5 hours of wear, I am not complaining. This looks pretty good. And I went to the store today and I had to put a mask on too, and I did not touch up at all like once I got home. So I mean, I think it looks pretty good for not having to touch up. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, bye.